All right, here we are. Day two of these 2020 District 1 team championships. We have our consolation semifinal here between West Chester Henderson and Garnet Valley. We're going to get right into our keys to the match, sponsored by Schuylkill Valley Sports. Schuylkill Valley Sports is official wrestling retail partner of PAWrestling.com. So the Jaguars need to keep responding in this underdog role and stay in the upset mode with Henderson. Can they pull another upset? That is the question. For the Warriors, they need to rack up bonus points from their studs and stay focused on getting the state duels. That has been their goal all season long, actually the last several years here in this tournament. Their previous duel experience, should be able to carry them through this one. Garnet Valley has not been here in a while. I'll get into some stats on that later as we start at 182 pounds here today, and we'll go from there. It's like we have Conlin from Garnet Valley and Artis from Henderson to start us off. I'm by myself today. Joe will be joining us for the finals, so you have to be a little patient with me getting all my stuff together here today. So Conlin gets behind here to start 2-0. Nice mat return there. Kyle Berger, our lead official here. We're going with the assistant official as well in these Consi semifinals. All these matches now will be refereed with two officials. Adam Lawrence is our assistant mat judge, if you will. So Conlin doing everything he can to keep Artis from escaping there. Garnet Valley made it to the state duels last in 2014, so it's been a while. It's been about 6 years since they finished fourth and got to those PIAA championships. West Chester Henderson has never made it to the state duels, nor has any West Chester school, so they could be the first team to do that here today. They can pretty much stamp their ticket right here with a win. So we start the second period. 2-0 lead for Dylan Conlin. And Artis is right out. Conlin's 20-9 on the season, Mike. Pretty impressive. Haven't seen this Garnet Valley squad on film yet. We certainly have seen them at the first round of the duels at the big upset over Council Rock North, the number 4 seed. And again, last night they took care of business with another upset of the number 5 team in Owen J. Roberts. So some really good postseason wins for this Garnet Valley team. They are known as the Jaguars, Henderson the Warriors. So 2-1 now. And someone needs to find an angle here. Artis really getting after it there on the line. We talked about that all year long. We got referee's timeout. Kyle Berger wants something retaped. Cash Artis is 23-8 on the season, so very similar records with these two wrestlers. This is a pretty good matchup to start the match at 182 pounds. I was talking to Coach Begley before up in the weigh-ins, and he heard that it was going to be 182. He goes, we were talking about that on the bus on the way over here this morning, that's where they really like to start. So not sure what he has up his sleeve in terms of, matchups. I'm not sure who won the toss. Who won the toss, Mike? We missed that. National anthem caught us off guard. So here we go. Restart with 47 seconds to go here in the second. We can see the Henderson team has gone with the dyed hair, blonde, like Boyertown did for so many years. They've done many colors, the Bears, black and red, blonde, and then back around. They were here so many years in a row, they just mixed it up. Nice shot there by Conlon, trying to finish. Artist fights it off, nice on the line, keeps wrestling. So a good job by both wrestlers there, and it's picking up a little bit, 16 seconds to go. 2-1 match, anybody's match right now. Again, Artist wrestling out on the edge, trying to get something going. Looking over at his bench saying, keeps going, keeps backing up. So there's the end of the period. We'll start the third 2-1. Artist will be on top, so he's going to have to ride Dylan Conlon, who has a 2-1 lead, or else he's going to have to cut him here and go to work for a takedown. So we'll see what the strategy is. And they are built to tilt, Mike. So we'll see what Artist can do on top. Not a lot from Conlon on the bottom. Really blocking. I mean, Kyle Berger, I don't know how long he's going to let that go. Looking for that bar. They love that bar tilt now, too, along with the hazard. I think they invented the hazard at West Chester Henderson with Jermaine Jones. Mention him every time we see Henderson, or a really good hazard tilt. So good job riding right now here by Cash Artist. There's the stall call on the bottom. I'm mic'd up with Kyle Berger. So now, quickly, Conlon's out, so Artist has to go. He's got a full minute, plenty of time to get this takedown. So takedown will win it. Again, I'm Captain Obvious here this morning. Actually, it is afternoon now, just afternoon. These duels have been running on time, like clockwork. And again, Conlon has to be really cautious here backing up. Artist has to really apply the pressure here. Now we're under 40. He's got to get a shot. I mean, one shot might get a stall call. So 30 seconds, 29 to be precise, and Artist has to go. And this would be a nice start for Garnet Valley. Nice double attempt by Artist. Gets it, nice whizzer. Steps over that whizzer. So 22 still time, and a shot, and he backs to the line. Could be that stall call. Conlon engages under 20. Artist has to go. He's going to have to let it fly right here. Trying to throw. And they're out of bounds, 4 seconds. So Conlon, clock is on his side, but he can't step back. He's got to stay in the circle and circle to avoid that stall call. And there it is. So nice win there for Garnet Valley by Dylan Conlon, 3-2. Trying to keep my own score and everything else here. It's going to be a difficult task. Mike's going to work the scoreboard the whole time for me, I can tell you that right now. So we have Dorff from Garnet Valley and McCarthy from Henderson. David Dorff and Owen McCarthy. Dorff 8-9 on the season. Not a lot of experience for him from Garnet, but he gets the takedown right out of the gate. Nice switch there by McCarthy. He goes right to work on top, throws a leg in. McCarthy 2-8. So this is one of those toss-up bouts that we see in these duels. Could go either way. The reversal scored right now for David Dorff, makes it 4-2. Dorff's favor. Dorff looking for a cradle on top. Time expires. Action-packed period there. Flew by. No stoppages. Oh, Mike just reminded me it's 1-2-2. That's why it flew by so quick. So in these consolations here this morning with Council Rock South over there against Owen J. Robertson, here with Henderson and Garnet. Oh, almost a big mistake there by McCarthy. He recovers. He was locking hands, fell to his back, was able to avoid the locking hands call. But in these consolation matches, in this Consi semi-round, it'll be 1-2-2. Your timing for your periods. Now, Dorf looking for a tilt. He's got one up the bucket, trying to get this tilt. Now he loses it. Another mistake. Got some fans behind us. Mrs. Delaney. She's pretty excited for this Henderson squad. So we're 6-4 now, Dorf, after the reversal. Back-to-back reversals here. Got a full minute left here in the second. McCarthy trying to chop and tilt like they do with those built-to-tilt shirts made by Schuylkill Valley Sports. So Dorf gets to his feet and ridden out by McCarthy, and there's a stall call for running him out. Could have been a penalty too, Mike, but I think Adam Lawrence made the right call there. It was kind of suspect. He really didn't do it on purpose, but nonetheless penalized for a stalling warning. Adam Lawrence, the lead official here in Kalberger. They're going to switch back and forth the individual matches, which I'm not a big fan of. I like the consistency of one official, but with two quality officials here in these duels, I think we're going to permit it, Mike. Nothing here. 10 seconds to go, and McCarthy has to be careful not to give up a reversal here at the buzzer. He's got to get that far side half in. Time runs out, so he doesn't give it up. 7-4 is the score. McCarthy has choice. He goes down. And he's got to get moving. He's down 3, so he needs 1 and 2 or a reversal and some backs. So we'll see what Dorf has on top for him here. He's been a little sloppy. McCarthy trying to work under an arm and clear. He does. No points yet. Dorf's got him really tight in that head and chin. Now he loses it. So here we go, 7-5. McCarthy clearly needs to get that takedown, tie this thing up. And again, Garnet Valley, if they can open up with 2 wins here, it's pretty big for them in these upper weights. But then I'm thinking with West Chester Henderson that they may just be thankful to get through without any bonus up top here when they come around down low where they're very powerful in those lightweights. So under a minute now to go. McCarthy's got to get one. A lot of hand fighting going in there. A lot of hand fighting. McCarthy's got to go off of that. There's a stall call on red. And a takedown. Wow, what a chain of events here. Look at this half. This is tight. He's got him stacked up. Nothing there. Oh. He's got to get back out front. He was all over this out of the gate. Now he's running it over again. He's got that. Now he lost that cross wrist back to the half, but that should be enough points. He's holding 3. Going to make it 10-7. Now he's just got to hang on. I'd get back up. I'd forget about scoring again here, Mike. He's got the cradle locked up. What do I know? Trying to stack a cradle. No backs. There it is. So that's a huge, huge comeback win by Owen McCarthy. 10-7, the final for West Chester Henderson. Makes it 3-3 in the team score as we move up to 220. Waiting for the names to come up on our track scoreboard. They do. DeTrulio for Garnet Valley and Hampton for Henderson. Sam DeTrulio and Wyatt Hampton. Wyatt Hampton 11-17. Just a sophomore for the Warriors. And DeTrulio, a sophomore as well, at 23-6. So the Garnet Valley sophomores having a little better year. And this is one where Garnet expects some bonus points. Both teams seem to be pretty experienced with the hand fighting and the heavy hands drill. Seen a lot of that early. Love to see that. So 1 minute flies by here with the Dancing Bears. 0-0. Got it in early, Mike. They keep starting at these heavy weights. We're going to get it in early. So DeTrulio on top here. Hampton down below. Henderson going with the pinstripe singlet. I like it. Oh, DeTrulio gets heavy trying that butcher. He kind of rolls right through with it. He was impatient. Got to really be patient and secure those arms before you start to turn that on the corkscrew maneuver. It's got a lot of names. The corkscrew, the butcher, double trouble. Now he's going right back to it, Mike. Real smart. Now he's being a little more patient. Again, nice job by Hampton. Roll through that. Oh, he gets caught up on this time. Rolling through. This is big trouble now. DeTrulio's just going to get heavy. There it is. Lights out. So DeTrulio gets the first bonus points for the Garnet Valley Jaguars. Makes it 3-9, 9-3 in their favor. As we move to the big men here at 285. Nicholas Mahoney for Garnet. Ryan Crusoe for Henderson. Crusoe 12-13 on the year. He is a senior. Mahoney only a sophomore at 14-12 with a winning record. So this is why this Garnet Valley team is having such success, Mike, with some of these records these guys have come in with. And, you know, Garnet Valley's records sometimes, or excuse me, their schedule sometimes questioned, but not this year with the damage they have done here in this district duels. It's just been absolutely amazing, starting with that Council Rock North upset win, and they have not looked back at all. Obviously a tough one last night against a very, very solid Quakertown team we're going to see in the finals against Springford this evening, actually this afternoon. So 1 minute flies by. No scoring. Mahoney goes down. It's a good choice. Crawls forward, trying to keep his base. Now he goes to a tripod stand-up and gets it. Now he's got to get clear. He does. So good job by Mahoney off the bottom. Jaguars are coached by Rocco Fantazzi, who's done just an absolutely stellar job, as we've been talking about all season long. Garnet Valley's amassed 17 wins. They're 17-5, 6-0 in their league, which is now split. So they have some work to do to win their league. I was talking to Rocco about that yesterday at weigh-ins. So they still have some season left regardless of what happens in this match here as a dual season. So not a lot going on here. Mahoney, excuse me, with the 1-0 lead, 45 to go. Excuse me. Neither guy really working for anything other than tying up. And I like a double stall there, but we'll go with the stalemate. I think you got to force the bigger men to wrestle on their feet by calling the double stall. You used to see that a lot in the old days. I mean, right after the first period, boom, double fist up. But this is how they wrestle. You know, you don't want to go underneath against a bigger man, and you really don't want to attack unless you have a real good angle and get a clear shot. No one's really working any underhooks here, which I'd like to see with the big men. So this period expires with that 1-0 lead for Mahoney. See if Caruso chooses to go down. He does not. He's going to stay on his feet. I think that's the right move, Mike. Mike refuses to put the mic on. Try to get Dave Jones over here. He said he'd be around, but nobody really wants to sit in with me alone. Only Nick Pompey so far this year. Joe will be joining us later for the finals. So again, back to the collar ties. Not a whole lot going on. So I think one, maybe two little efforts. I mean, this is where you got to get some fakes. That's a good move there by Caruso to reach for a leg. See if he can do it again and maybe get a stall call. Problem is, Mahoney's the bigger man pushing forward. Well, there you go. Kyle Berger gave the remote to Adam Lawrence so he could hear me. There again, that's all it takes, Mike, is a reach, an effort on a leg. And now he's picking the pace up. He knows he needs to go. And if Mahoney can just keep pushing forward, he's fine because no one's taking a shot here. And he's got to get after him and try and get the stall call. That's the only thing he's probably going to be able to get. And sooner or later, you got to go for something. 30 seconds. Both guys pushing. And that is a shot attempt, but it's trouble when he goes down on the mat. He's going to get off the mat here. And Mahoney scores easily, just spinning behind. 15 seconds to go, and it's just going to be very, very heavy now on top for Ryan Caruso. And Mahoney's going to steal this one. But he was expected, favored to win. So 3-0 win. Time expires. So 3 wins in a row, 3 out of the first 4 go to Garnet Valley. Makes it 3-12, 12-3 in favor of Garnet Valley. As we come around here to 106 pounds, Cortez and Regan out. Regan for Garnet Valley. Francis Regan, he's a junior, 3-5, not a lot of experience. Going up against Cortez. Cortez, on the other hand, is 10-5 as a freshman. So this is one that West Chester Henderson needs to get back, and bonus would be a plus. Again, Captain Obvious on that one. Quiet silence in the gym first time. Decent crowd here for the Consi semis. Not like last night. Packed house last night with this new setup in Upper Dublin's gym. They just do a fabulous job year in and year out at these duels. Little sweep attempt there by Cortez, nothing doing. Regan just stepped right out. Now Regan attacks. No re-attack by Cortez. So, again, the 1 minute's flying by for these guys on their feet, 0-0. And you expect those 0-0 first periods in a, dual event like this, any high-level match where there's a lot on the line. I mean, this is a shot at getting the state duels, at least a chance to wrestle Monday, Mike, in that first round. Talked a little bit about it earlier. The number 3 team will host, and the number 4 team will travel and wrestle Archbishop Ryan at Ryan. So we have that information for you now. We'll talk more in the finals about where our 1 and 2s will be heading. So 1 point awarded here to Cortez, and now front head and arm, real tight front headlock here, but Cortez trying to drag out. If he drags out, he might score it, and he does. Excellent job by Carmen Cortez to score that. Mrs. Delaney likes it. Cortez working on top. I think he's going to look for a tilt, Mike. Tilt or a bar. I mean, they'll take either or, and they'll take them simultaneously. And when the hazard is there, if they can get that cross wrist, 2-on-1 cross wrist tilt, and just roll through the hazard, they will. Now, we haven't seen it yet, but we will. But this is how Garnet Valley has won matches. They've gotten out front, and they don't look back. They just look to build a lead and hang on like they did last night with O&J. O&J was forced to pin out with the last 3 matches, and they could not do it. 40 seconds here left in this second period. And a 3-0 lead for Cortez, and he is very comfortable on top. Good thing I don't have to do a lot of scoring, Mike. Mike's handling the scoreboard here, our touch screen. You saw our techie in action last night as we showed all our screens and monitors here. We're very well equipped. So Regan tries to get out the back door, and he's got a really weird standing funk going with just one shin ankle. Now a stalemate call by Kyle Berger. Good call, but Regan was on the move there. 20 seconds. Carmen Cortez has to ride this out. Cannot give up points here at the end of this second period. And there he's looking for the bar here. Trying to look for that bar tilt. Now he's going to go to a hazard. He's got that 2-on-1. See if he tries to roll through hard here. Nope, he's going the wrong way. You can't bury the elbow there. You got to really bury that elbow. So good period for Cortez. His choice, wouldn't be surprised if he's going down. I wouldn't have been surprised if he took top, though. Oh, well, it was choice to Regan. We cleared that up. And Regan does the right thing and goes neutral. Yeah, Cortez needs to have a real explosive period and maybe work a major. I mean, he's got to get 2 and 3, but it's doable with a whole period in front of him. This is where Cortez drug out last in that front head and arm, but now Regan seems to be making his way back around. Cortez still controlled that elbow just enough to stay out of danger. They go out of bounds right in front of us here. 1:32 to go. Henderson bench is fired up. They need this one, and they know it. Oh, nice cross shot there on the single leg attempt, and Cortez has to work a double to finish. There it is. He steps over that back leg, but calling potentially dangerous. Still needs to be 2. Yeah, but Kyle Berger's going to ask Adam Lawrence. I think it was 2, and he's going to give the 2. And so there you see the officials working together, Mike. And That's why they're out there. They're not out there to say, agree with the call. They're out there to have a discussion and agree on the right call. And that's what you just saw between two real good officials who've been working together for a while. And it was definitely the right call. And again, me being hooked up into Kyle's earpiece does not hurt. Cortez takes him out of bounds. So 5-0, Mike. Plenty of time here with a minute. I'm just going to talk to Mike like he's actually able to talk back to me. I don't feel alone over here at the table. So Cortez now has an opportunity to get a 5 count with a tilt or another pinfall combination to get that 3 needed to get the major. So let's see what he comes up with. Going back to that cross wrist, trying to dig the bar. He's got to let Regan come up if he's going to hit the hazard. And that just may be a little inexperienced. Now, stall call made by Kyle Berger on the bottom, and rightfully so, because he's not doing much down there. Really wants the bar tilt. So now he's got the bar, he's got the cross wrist, he's trying to run the bar. Now he tries to tilt it back this way on the near side, but he's losing that bar. He's ripping that elbow, though, really good. Ooh, almost, though, ran out of real estate in front of the Garnet Valley bench. Real good atmosphere. Both benches kind of right on the mat, surrounding the circle. Gotta love it. So only 14 seconds left, and Cortez just could not get something secure enough on Regan. Now he's really ripping it, but time's going to expire. But a nice win by Carmen Cortez, 5-0. They'll make it 12-6 now in favor of the Jaguars. So we have Jackman for Henderson and Richie from Garnet Valley. Jackman, 16-12, sophomore. Ricci, 19-9, sophomore. So good one here. One of those bouts that we talked about before. This is one of those ones where you have a toss-up and someone's got to go out and get some major points here, some bonus points to affect the team score, because right now we're kind of really, it's only one match away from being tied up at 12-6. Richie scores first with the takedown. Good hips there by Jackman over here on the edge. So that period flies by. 2-0 lead for Richie. Talk about this West Chester Henderson team a little bit. They're 15-2 on the season. Obviously a loss to Council Rock South earlier in the year at Princeton, I believe. Were they at Ryder at Princeton? I always get confused. Princeton over there on the Jersey side. And again, a loss last night to a very good Springford team. And that's it on the season for them. Oh, nice mixer attempt. Tried to roll through. He scored. So that'll make it 4-0 in favor of Richie.
Go forward.
Richie getting heavy on top, trying to work a 2-on-1 here. Got a leg in. He might be able to score some backs here. He's got plenty of time. Trying to extend Max Jackman. And Garnet Valley's just been relentless just about from every position when they're in the lead. A lot of confidence with this Jaguar team. He's got that bar and looking for that tilt now, bringing it near side. He's getting a count. There's a 5 count, so 3 coming. So Richie opening up here in the second period with a 7-0 lead. Jackman tries to get to his feet. He can't. Richie drops down to that single leg and just sits him right down, running the pipe. So far, Max Jackman's had no answer for Matt Ricci. So that's time. We'll go to the third. Choice going to Jackman. Jackman's going top. Excuse me. Jackman was going down, so and Ricci just says, no, we're going neutral. So 7-1. I think we're trying to get a 1 point up on the board. Of course, Mike is way ahead of track wrestling, but we did have some interesting news about Flow compared to track last night. We heard that track wrestling is a little bit more user-friendly than Flow from one of the table scorers here last night. So that's going to be our ongoing debate when Joe gets here tonight. We'll talk more about that this afternoon. Ricci just getting real busy. Gets a quick takedown here to start the third. So it's 9-1 Major now on the board. And he's been tough on top. He's been able to score, so he's going to stay right here. I don't see why he would want to go anywhere else. Well, what do I know? Lets him right up. It's a lot of pressure. Jackman got sneaky with a little headlock there. Ran out of real estate, but let's see if we see that again. Nice job controlling the elbow by Ricci, but now he comes back in on that shot, and Jackman's defense now has really stepped up. I mean, now it's that Major is off the board, and Jackman knows it. So we got a minute to go. Jackman controlling the elbow. Oh, great shot by Ricci there. So Major back on the board at 11-2 with holding a cushion of 1 point if he does decide to cut him or lose him, but I don't think he's going to be cutting him now. It's 35 seconds, ride him out, maybe try and get another tilt, but just stay in control. Make sure you get the 4. Not a lot of explosion on the bottom from Jackman, and makes it easy for Ricci to just kind of hang up top, and he does. He'll take a stall. Coming hard on the claw. Trying to open him up with that spiral. Time runs out. So an 11-2 Major decision for Ricci from Garnet Valley extends their lead to 16-6 as we move to 120. So Paludi coming out for Garnet Valley. And Billy Wilson. So decent match here at 120. Billy Wilson, 20-6 on the season. He's a sophomore. And Paludi, a senior now, 22-8, has 101 wins in his career to 40 losses. Paludi trying this. Peterson here. He's got to sit back with it. Just sit up and back if he can get it now. Wilson trying to sneak that leg in and get to himself. Now it's Peterson still locked up. There's that it. Sit back with it. Back point's coming too. I think he got a 2 count. Takedown, no backs. So that's why that official's out there to keep an eye on the clock with no buzzers on the clocks, and that was the right call. He did get the swipes, but not in time. So just a 2-0 lead for Paludi, who stayed on that. Peterson never let it unlock and scored it at the buzzer on the line. Paludi trying to roll through and punch that half. Nothing there. Just back at it, though, slipping the leg in with the crab ride. Now he's going to score it on a tilt. It's like stuffing that half. Wilson fights it off. And again, Garnet Valley just chipping away, getting wins, building on their lead. Winning 4 of these first 5 bouts. No, I'm missing one. You're good here. Four of the first 6, I should say. Paludi still looking for that tilt, sticking that bar in nice now. Still got that cross wrist there, really, really secured. So he can take it either way. He tries to elevate that knee, doing a good job. He got a 1 count. Wilson really fighting hard. Just a matter of time here. He's got 40 seconds. He loses it, but he's not lost the move. So he go out of bounds. So decent job there by Wilson. I think you say it Paludi. I'm saying Paludi. I always say that. It's Paludi. Someone's got to help me here. Wilson trying to post back. Can't post, though, when your one elbow's trapped. Trying for that hazard. Unsecured. Real decent job elevating, but he's not secure on the bar.
Let's go, Billy. Hey, right up, Billy.
12 seconds to go. Real decent effort on a switch by Wilson on the bottom. Paludi fights it off. Woo, that one was close. Nothing doing. Mike shaking his head no, so I'm going to agree with that. Agree with the officials. Paludi goes down with a 2-0 lead. Good spot for him to be, but Wilson's dangerous on top, along with the rest of this Henderson squad with their own tilting capabilities. Killen Delaney looking like he's coming up next for Henderson. So see if Wilson can mount a comeback here, being down 2-0. It's not like it's not there. Pulling that arm out, doing a nice job so far on top. Can't secure it, but he gets a bar in, slips it in. Trying to hook that far arm. He gets a one-on-one. Trying to run the bar. Paludi does the right thing, hip down into that bar and stops it. Got blood time, I think, on somebody. On Politi. So really, regardless of the score of this match, Henderson's going to have to put together a couple of wins and rack up some bonus points. And nothing like having Killen Delaney and his brother, Palmer Delaney, to get him. And in between, sandwiched will be another standout for these Warriors. And his name would be Sam McMonagle. So Henderson really is going to have to maximize their points in those three matches. And Wilson still has a chance here with a minute to go on top. I mean, he's been working well, looking for this bar. He's not been able to turn Politi yet. But Politi has nothing from the bottom other than a lot of hand fighting and just trying to keep his base so he doesn't get turned. Caution on top there. And again, Wilson breaks him down. Getting nasty on the crossface. Now Politi just kind of dumps that leg over, two coming, and he returns the favor with the crossface. They go out of bounds. So a 4-0 lead now, and Wilson's really in a hole here with 10 seconds to go. So it looks like Henderson's going to win this one as well. Another caution on top, this time by Politi. And there it is, 4-0 favor Politi. So 19-6 now on the scoreboard, and this is where Henderson has to turn it up. So now they do have a choice here. I don't know who they're going to send out at 126. Checking my weigh-in sheet to see where Delaney weighed in at. And it will be Killen Delaney here at 126 for Henderson. Garnet sends out Hussein. Killen Delaney, 32-4 on the season. Scores first, just sneaks behind. Hussein is 17-13, a sophomore. Killen Delaney with 152 wins and 29 losses. Not a bad record. Well, I don't have to do weigh-ins for this round, Mike. So Delaney trying to work on top here. He's got a bar pinned on the back. Short time here with 12 seconds to go. And Hussein is going to have to do a lot of fighting to survive. He defers. Delaney's going to go down. But again, you're seeing this toughness in this Garnet Valley team as well, knowing that they're going to get into a tough stretch here. And they're not backing down at all. So Delaney quickly is up and out. Let's see what he comes up with on his feet here. Stalling warning is going to be coming on Hussein quickly. It's shot after shot by Delaney. Oh, big headlock thrown by Hussein on the line. That was two. Now they're saying that he went out, but Sneaky. It's the second headlock we've seen that was sneaky on the edge. That one was launched by Hussein. Kind of caught Delaney by surprise, but he was able to recover, roll out. They went out of bounds. Little duck under attempt by Delaney. Nothing there. Hussein's doing a great job in this match so far. Shoots in on a single leg. Delaney locked between the legs. He stepped over that head. Be careful of his own ankle there. Trying to score it right to his back. Gotta be careful on the leg. He's got an arm in there, so that's not illegal. Now it is. Oh, blood. Okay. I know my rules. Starting to see a lot of blood time out there in the last match as well, getting the nose plug in there. It's that time of year where these team championships are a grind. 3 matches here in less than, I don't know, you say about 16, 18 hours, Mike? So a lot of wrestling. Still 1 to go for one of these teams. Someone's going to go home. Both guys throwing hands. Love it. Nice shot by Delaney. Powerful. Got low. Lowered his level. Just went right through Hussein. So 5-0 lead for Delaney. He's going to have to start working here. He knows he needs bonus. Working that claw. Nothing there. Comes back with the crossface. And Henderson's been devastating with the crossface the last 2 bouts. Nothing really doing here on the edge other than just kind of riding it out. Delaney's probably happy with that. And he gets it. They go out. So 5-0 lead for Killian Delaney. And Daniel Hussein, they will go neutral. And again, Delaney just beating him to the punch, getting lower on the shot. Excellent job. I'd be thinking another takedown or 2. Not sure how long Coach Begley will let him wrestle on top, but he has not been able to really turn him. Now he's going to come out front with 114, so that's the strategy. I think it's a good move. Plenty of time for another takedown for Killian Delaney. And a major decision. Put that up on the board. Great shot by Hussein. Defended well, potentially dangerous. Not sure who he was concerned about there, Adam Lawrence, but definitely an awkward position for both wrestlers. Saw that last night a couple times in the Penn State-Iowa match, didn't we? For those phantom stoppages in the DeSanto match for sure. So Delaney gets that takedown, leading 9-1. He's going to ride a little bit, and he's going to try and score from the top, I guess, with 39 to go. No sense giving him a takedown, or excuse me, a chance to get to his feet for another takedown. He's just going to ride tough and get this major and put it in the books. This is probably one of the first matches we've seen, Mike, where there has not been a pin fest somewhere, back-to-back falls anywhere or exchanging falls. So it's going to tell you this team score is going to be low and tight. And that first team to 30 clearly could be the winner tonight. It's going to be one of those, or excuse me, this afternoon, one of those 31-30 type matches. that we've seen, 33-31, something like that. If it gets that high, I'm assuming there's going to be a fall or two somewhere before it's all said and done. So Delaney, 10 seconds to go. He's going to ride out here. He's got a nice pit leg in, under the arms, complete control like he's been most of the match aside that one attempt at a headlock. So time expires, and there it is. So they get their first major decision with some bonus points from Delaney. So 19-10 is your team score. Garnet still leading. We have Sam McMonagle out for Henderson. He goes right through for a takedown on Matt Maceros from Garnet Valley. We talked a little bit about Delaney and his gaudy record. McMonagle has 108 wins and 20s in career and a solid 33-2 on the season. And McMonagle only a junior as well as they come right at us. Maceros is 4-4, not a lot of experience here for him, but all these Garnet Valley wrestlers have been more than game and up to the challenge in this, very significant dual meet for both programs. McMonagle gets, wow, he gets that bar tilt, Mike, right on the line, brings it to him. I didn't even see it. I was watching, but I didn't realize that he took him right to his back. And I'll tell you what, it's a touch fall for a reason, and there it was, McMonagle. And that's the fall I was talking about that we're going to see sooner or later. 19-16 now as Henderson gets back in the match with the fall by McMonagle. So Griffin Hollingsworth out for Garnet Valley and Palmer Delaney. So this is a big match. Two excellent wrestlers, and it very well could decide this dual meet right in the middle. Palmer Delaney 23-9 on the season. Hollingsworth, a junior, he's 24-6. 75 career wins. And I think this is going to be a barn burner. No scoring so far through this first period, but you can see the level of intensity with these guys with the offense and counter offense and their defense just to kind of hang in there with each other. So good first period, no scoring. You don't hear me say that much when there's no scoring, Mike, in the first period, but you definitely can see the activity out there of these two. Palmer Delaney tries to get to his feet. Hollingsworth tough on top, chopping that arm. Got that back leg covered. Palmer trying to get to his feet. And this is where you got to stay active on the line. So really, both guys doing a good job. I mean, Delaney working the whole time to get up, and Hollingsworth doing a great job just trying to ride and break him down. Ooh, gets caught underneath there with that claw. This could be trouble. Delaney can put it over his head. Trying, desperately he does. See if he can come out the back and score it. He's there. All he's got to do is turn now. He's going to secure both ankles. Good job there. Getting some height, and there's two right there. Great job of Delaney. Gets in trouble, though, trying to return him to the mat. Hollingsworth trying to come back around. Delaney's got to take him out over there, and he can within the rules without a penalty. Or he could hang there too. I mean, he's going to get a stall call if he doesn't move up. And they're not out. So a 2-0 lead here for Palmer Delaney with the reversal on Hollingsworth. Don't know who you're rooting for out there right now, but this is a high-level match in these duels. Two guys you're going to see in the postseason in the individual tournaments. Pretty safe when saying that, Mike, right? Delaney throws a leg in. Doing a really good job since he scored this reversal. Be interesting to see where they go to start the third. Oh, nice half here on Hollingsworth. Palmer, he's got it. Gets only a 1 count. He's still digging it. Man, that was close to a 2. That second swipe never came, but I thought he had it secured tight. Definitely putting a scare, though, on top on Hollingsworth. He's still got a bar. Trying to dig it, running out of time with 5 to go. See if he tries to run it one time, but Palmer Delaney kind of really controlling the match on top. Excellent job. Choice is going to go to Hollingsworth, and he goes neutral. He didn't want to go underneath. Smart move. Knows his strength on his feet, but he has not scored yet on Palmer Delaney. Delaney clearing, but nothing there. Hollingsworth stayed on the attack. Oh, nice shrug. And Palmer's able to drop low and attack on a single leg himself, and now he's in better scoring position than Hollingsworth, who hit that shrug, and it was almost perfectly executed. He's got to sweep that leg out now. He's got to be careful. Take your time. Run the pipe. Nope. Trying to sweep to that second leg, and then Hollingsworth just kicks out and comes back in. Delaney can waste some time over there on the edge to times in his favor. 1:06 now to go. We're in for a great minute of wrestling between two fine grapplers. This is the kind of match you expect at these duels when advancement is on the line for a team and the other team goes home. No, there's that shrug again, and Delaney's just all over that now. He just knows it's coming. He just stepped out of that one. The last one he had a counter with a shot of his own. Now there's a stall call on Delaney, and I don't agree with it. But he was backing up, and Hollingsworth had 3 shots in a row pretty much. Now Delaney's just got to stay in the middle. He can afford to give up a stall point, though. I'd give it up. He's got to be careful. Hollingsworth heavy on the head. Then Delaney controls that wrist. There's that shrug again. And Delaney counters again by just kind of squaring up with him as he goes to the mat. Excellent job. Now he can ride out the stall. Yeah, who cares? 2 seconds. Great win by Palmer Delaney. So that's a big one for them. That'll tie it up here, Mike, 19-all. Huge win by Palmer Delaney. So we have Christopher Wood from Garnet, Justin Tran from Henderson. Ooh, nice ankle pick there by Christopher Wood. Tran 17-11 on the season, a senior. Wood getting busy with a tilt. Nice return there with a bar in. Wood just trying to have his way with Tran here in this first period. 15 seconds to go, and he is just torquing him up with that bar. Got to be careful it doesn't get too high with the wing. And I called that one too. Kyle's got the earpiece now from Lawrence. Wood 16-8 on the season, a sophomore. And he's out there with some intensity. Nice return again. Time ticking away. So good first period by Chris Wood. 2-0 lead. All square at 19-19 in the duel. And now every point matters. Every match as we go up into the middle upper weights here at 145. Only 3 matches after this, so everything's going to matter. Oh, Tran returning the favor on top here, Mike. Got that elbow pin with the half. This could be trouble. Big trouble for Wood. Gets the potentially dangerous call. I mean, you have to really reconsider going down on these Henderson wrestlers because it's no longer a tilt too. It's more than a tilt. These bars and these legs, the parallel leg riding with the tilts and the reinforced bar tilts. We've seen it from both teams. Everybody seems to be doing it. The South always has been that tilting group, but seems like they're catching up with the parallel leg rides like we ride up here in the North, Mike. You know what I'm talking about between the North and the South. A lot of people may not know about it, but that rivalry still exists. And these are 2 South teams going at it in my mind. The old South. Got to be careful with the legs here. Can't get too high, and he's in trouble. Wood increases his lead with the reversal. Somewhat of a mistake there for Tran, who was doing a nice job on top through the first minute of that second period. So now he's got to get busy and get some points. You wonder about this Garnet Valley team. Why were they seeded 13th? I can't answer that because I had them at 12th the start of the year. I looked at my lineup for my top 12. We'll have to discuss that later tonight, but I did have them at 12 and really didn't think they'd be a top 8 team here, and that's exactly what they are. They're not only in the Elite 8, they're in the top 6 right now trying to punch their ticket to Hershey. Well, not really Hershey, but a potential at getting to Hershey and hosting a home match, which would be awesome for them. In the third place team here out of District 1 gets to host. So we got no point. We're going neutral here at 4-0 to start the third. Time ran out there. I was talking to myself and forgot about the match. Tran in trouble here on his butt. Going to be tough to funk out of this with Wood getting heavy on a double and 2 coming. There it is. Coach Begley wants him to bail, but he's in big trouble. I mean, 6-0. And if I'm Wood, I'm cutting him here and going back to my feet and working a major. Although Wood can get some backs with the tilt. That's what he's doing. He's getting swipes. He's got 2, 3, 4. And that's a 5 swipe. And that's a 3-bagger. And there's the major. You can let him go and still hold a major. So kind of a big swing here, Mike. If this is a 4-point major decision going in the Jaguars' pocket, it's going to be forcing Henderson to press in the next match or 2 to not only win but get some bonus points. And back to those keys of the match. We talked about racking up the bonus points for Henderson, and they haven't done it really other than that fall by McMonagle. And the major by Killen Delaney, and that's really been it. And they needed those points from their studs. But Palmer Delaney got the big win. It's kind of going to be negated right here if Chris Wood can hang on. Christopher Wood doing a great job. 10 seconds ticking away. And that's going to do it here. Gives them the one, but it doesn't really matter. 9-1, major decision by Wood. Makes the score 23-19, little cushion. But, you know, one fall posted by this Henderson team, and they're going to take a nice lead. A 2-point lead, to be exact. So Henderson's got a chance to do it right here. Trying to switch this board out. First time we've had a problem with track wrestling on the scoreboard this afternoon. They get it fixed quickly with English out here for Henderson and Matt Flicker for Garnet. Flicker 7-14 on the season. English deep on a single leg. Finishes easily. English 22-10 on the season for the junior. So this is where Henderson needs the fall. Major minimum. It's been a good one, Mike. Excellent dual meet. Kind you expect at this level. Love to know the score of that Council Rock South and O&J match. Looks like they're getting near the end of that match. Looks like it's over. I'm going to assume Council Rock got the win. Council Rock South, that is. So Bobby English, 56-12 over there is the score. Am I reading that right? Wow. So Council Rock South punches their ticket. They were not going to be denied this year. I mean, only really having that one loss coming in here to Quakertown and then suffering that loss to Springford last night. Nice reversal here by Bobby English. I'm going with that because that's what the fans are calling him. At least Mrs. Delaney from behind me, so I have permission to call him Bobby English. And if Mrs. English wants it to be Robert, I'll call him Robert. But English looking good here, 4-0 lead. Pins that arm on the back. See if he can chew it up. He's trying to. No, he's not coming under the arm. He's looking to keep the head. Now he's got that chew. Going to a mixer style finish. You got to get out front here. Plenty of time. This could be big trouble for Flicker. He's got to get out front, Mike. I don't know why the kids just don't get out front right. And then you can readjust when you get out front with all your weight on him. Don't worry about that guy on your knee. Just get out front. Now see, then you get rolled. Oh, this is trouble. Oh, my goodness. This is a big swing of events here. Big turn. Big trouble, too, for English. And there it is. And Garnet Valley may have just sealed the deal with that. That fall, as soon as he got parallel, he did not get perpendicular. And out to the side and out front with that. He got rolled, got caught, and there's the fall. And that is huge for Flicker. Makes it 29-19, 10-point lead, 2 matches to go. And someone just needs to stay off their back. 10-point lead, I mean, it's going to be tough here to get a fall and a tech fall. Jared Park against Co Bauman. We know about Bauman, 17-12 for Henderson, a junior. I don't know much about Jared Park. I'm going to tell you he's 6-16. I'm not going to say it's not doable for Henderson, but I was thinking 6 points. That's a 12-point swing the other way right there. Just watching what we saw play out was definitely a 12-point swing. I always talk about those 12-point swings when you're a losing coach or a winning coach, and you always are, saying it was a 12-point swing right there, whether you were the winning or losing coach. And I have a feeling both coaches will talk about that to their staffs and to others who will listen later on. But that was huge momentum swinger too. Park gets a takedown, makes it 2-0 here with just under 20 to go in this first period. And, excuse me, Bauman with the takedown. I got confused with the singlets again, Mike. I should have known the pinstripes are Henderson and the blonde hair was dead giveaway. It was Henderson. Certainly Coach Begley couldn't dye his hair blonde, so he just stuck with his regular haircut with the Bic razor. It looks good. So Park starts on top here to start second. Switch attempt by Bauman. Almost a locking hands there. Kyle Berger was looking at it. There's that switch. Excellent job. So Bauman's got to go into turbo mode. I mean, he's got to step it up, be aggressive, go offensive, let it fly, need a tech fall or a fall. So nothing else will do for this Henderson team. And I was able to keep score, Mike, all by myself. Understand what was at stake. So Park just gets cut loose by Bauman. Bauman. Probably saying that wrong, too. Bauman. Bauman back in on that single leg as they go out of bounds. And for Henderson, if they don't pull off this comeback, they be a very disappointing tournament for them, as I know the goal was for them to advance. But Garnet Valley has just been the Cinderella, if you will, of these duels. I mean, you can't say anything bad about them. I mean, they've had a little bit of luck, but they've created their opportunities. Bauman really working that bar, trying to take it in. He's got it. He's going to try and run it. If he can hook that far arm, now he's got the one-on-one, back to the hook. He's got to just stay on one thing. Running that bar around. Ooh. Disappointing there. That bar slipped out. I'd go right back to that. So 6-1 now. As we head to the third. Yep. Coach Begley wants some neutral. He wants a throw. And Park doing the right thing, staying down. Now he came up. I'd stay down. I'd take a stalling warning down there before I'd get mixed up. Stalling warning's got to be coming. I mean, not doing anything. He's just trying to bull him over. Woo! That is tight. Excellent job. He got it. There it is. Oh, Colin Berger almost smacked the mat. Didn't see that other shoulder. Other shoulder's hit way up. He's got to adjust a little bit. Here he is. He's coming back with it. That other shoulder's way up. Now he adjusts. This should be it. If he can come around, he gets that arm. 1 minute, plenty of time. He's got to stay. There it is. Woo! Unbelievable. I think Henderson's going to pull it off. I'm calling it right now. The grandson of Coach Greg Strobel coming out. So for Henderson, he knows his job. Absolutely amazing. So Mason Baldwin for Henderson, Desmond Perry for Garnet Valley, and it's all on the line right here. A 29-25 score. Garnet Valley. Hanging on to the lead. Probably want some stats on these two guys. Baldwin is 20-9 on the season. He's a senior. Perry, not too shabby either at 17-12. Looking to lock up a cradle. Gets it. He's got two. Perry, a junior, and he's got a 2-0 lead going into the second period. So Baldwin's going to have to pick up the pace right now. Again, a tech fall or a fall is required for Henderson to pull off the comeback after that devastating fall. Perry doing a good job. My prediction's not looking too good right now, Mike. But we know things can change in a hurry in this duel, and they have. We just saw it with our last match. All right, so Baldwin's out, and he's got to go big. He's going to have to go big. Oh, my partner's here. You ought to get in here. I just called a upset, Joe, meaning a comeback upset, trying to get 11 points in the last two matches, and they did. They got the major part of it in the last match. Baldwin's got to get out of this, and Perry's been tough on top. The cradle's been there. That'll make it 4-1. Perry, and Perry's just going to ride this thing out. Baldwin's kind of stuck on the bottom, not doing a whole lot, and he's got to get moving. All right, we're going to go to the third period. Let's see where Garnet Valley has control on the decision. Perry goes down. Might be a good spot for Baldwin here to be on top. See if he can get something going. Desmond Perry, 4-1 lead. Baldwin, of course, looking to chop that arm, secure it. Does not have a lot of torque on it right now, but Perry's down to his belly. Talk about excitement. I hope I didn't hurt everybody's ears yelling into the mic, but I'm sorry. If you're a fan of wrestling, you're seeing some good action here. Early action this afternoon at Upper Dublin High School. Baldwin's really got nothing. He might have to cut him, go feet to back. Not sure if he's capable of that, though, with Perry. Perry's to his feet. At this point, you got to let it go and just up. He's going to go up the bucket. Nothing there. Now he cuts him. Now you got to go big. And Perry clearly has more gas in the tank. Baldwin kind of exhausted here from earlier in the match, kind of fighting Perry's cradle. So 5-1. Baldwin's got to let it fly. 50 seconds to go. And this Garnet Valley team may have pulled yet another upset of a higher ranked team. Now he's got there's the lateral drop out of bounds. Where was that earlier? Baldwin may have some life, definitely some confidence. Perry's got to stay out of the ties. No question, he's backing up now. I'd hit him right now. I'd hit him right there. It is. Lawrence has the earpiece in his ear now from Kalberger. They keep giving it back and forth. Baldwin's got to get in on the ties. He's got to get back in on an underhook. He looked fabulous in there on going out of bounds with that flying lat drop. And Desmond Perry's got to put his track shoes on, take the one, don't get caught. Oh, we're on the line. He got overrun. He got the overhook. There's the stall call, but who cares? Doesn't matter. Headlock maybe attempt. Got to go for it. Got to go. It's not there. So Baldwin does everything he can to come back. Almost got the big lat drop, but it did not happen. So final score, 32-25 in favor of Garnet Valley. They will punch their ticket to the PIAA State Dual Team Championship, so they will wrestle Monday. We don't know if they'll be home or away. We will find out quickly. Got to pick our match, wrestler of the match, sponsored by ASICS and our partners, Schuylkill Valley Sports. And Mike's going to have to help me out. I forget who had that big pin. I guess it was it Flicker from Garnet Valley. So he'll be our wrestler of the match, coming out of that mixer on his back to turn English and get the fall. So that really was the not only the key to the match, turned it around and won it. So we'll be back here with our finals. Congratulations to Garnet Valley and Flicker, our wrestler of the match.